This is tape recording number 6810C03, SO Class 810, 1968. L. Ron Hubbard.
This is the 3rd of October, Class 8 Auditors Course, lecture number 10 on OT3. You don't run this on people below that level, you kill them. Incident 2, and this is known as R6, which is, of course, 74 plus billion years ago, almost 75. For this confederacy of the 21 adjacent stars and its 76 planets, people at that particular time and space were walking around in clothes which looked very remarkably like the clothes they wear at this very minute. And the cars they drove looked exactly the same, and the trains they ran looked the same, and the boats they had looked the same. And they walked down streets that looked like these streets and lived in houses that looked like these houses, and so on. Circa 1950, 1960, the civilization has simply copied R6 100% because they were told to. And they had elected a fellow by the name of Zimu to the supreme ruler, and they were about to unelect him. He took these last moments to really upset it. He, of course, had several key birds who were close to him. He was a suppressive, banned all suppressives. He got these administrators and so on and heads of planets in various positions and places. And this is one of the big ideas they had, that if they just did all this, then they get rid of all overpopulation. These planets averaged 178 billion human beings per planet. He picked out all the cowboys in the white hat, and he got rid of them first, fast, and then troops, not knowing what the hell they were doing, but fed all kinds of false orders, were fed in against the population to pick them up, one after the other, rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. So in they went, and the troops started slaughtering them, and the trick was to shoot somebody, disable somebody, very often a needle into a lung, and at the same time to hit him with frozen alcohol and glycol, which preparation is guaranteed to pick up a Thetan. All he had to do was pick him up and put him in a refrigerator, and they had him, boy. As he tried to exteriorize from the body, there he was, frozen. And they threw him into collection points, boxed them up in boxes, threw them into space planes, which are the exact DC-8s. The DC-8 airplane is the exact copy of the space plane of that day. And no difference, except the DC-8 had fans, propellers on it, and the space plane didn't. And they threw them into refrigerated units, and so on. The length of time from the planet Coltis to the planet Tigiak, which is the name of this planet, was 9 weeks, and you'll see that it's many light years. Coltis is one of the planets, and is to this day one of the planets of the North Star, Polaris. And people were buried in here by the billions and the billions and the billions, and they were buried in here with boxes, and they were put in boxes and stacked around. And the people who were on this planet already just caught it in the teeth. They weren't bothered. Nobody bothered to pick them up. They just shot their administrators from guns and shot their control points out. And they took these people in boxes and so forth, and they dumped them, and then they set off hydrogen bombs on the top of each primary volcano there is on this particular planet. And when they blew up, it blew the Thetans into the air, and after the bomb, an electronic ribbon, which also was a type of standing wave, was erected over the area. The tremendous winds of the planet blew every Thetan there was straight into those particular vacuum zones which had been created. These were brought down, packed up, and put in front of projection machines, which with sound and color pictures first gave them the implant which you know as clearing course, and then a whole track implanted which you know as OT2. After this, however, about the remainder of the 36 days, which is the bulk of them, is taken up with a 3D supercolossal motion picture, which has to do with God, the devil, space opera, etc. They go 5 pictures to 5 words, and we have the full record of what it is. And every man is then shown to have been crucified. So don't think that it's an accident that this crucifixion, they found out that this applied. Somebody, somewhere on this planet, back about 600 BC, found some pieces of R6. And I don't know how they found it, either by watching Mad Men or something, but since that time they have used it, and it became what is known as Christianity. The man on the cross. There was no Christ, but the man on the cross is shown as every man. So, of course, each person seeing a crucified man has an immediate feeling of sympathy for this man. So is the psychiatrist shown crucified, although the psychiatrist is the dominant character, and that's how he gets away with what he gets away with. He electric shocks people. The entirety of Roman Catholicism, the devil, all of this sort of thing, that is all part of R6. It goes on for about 36 days, and then these poor bastards were let wander out. They were then boxed up again, and the boxes were mixed.